All right, so I've got my tests printed and ready to hand out to my students. How do I know that I have my tests printed? Well, I can look here and I can see a list of my socials class, my student list, and under printed, they're all checked off. So I've printed every single one. I've handed them out to my students. The students have taken the test, handed it back to me, and now what I need to do is get those tests into this computer software program. What you need to do is go to an MFP printer, the big printers. You should have each one. You should each have one in your department, as well as there are two in the library. What you're looking to do is to do an image send. So you would swipe your fob like normal, and instead of copy at the top, you'll see just to the right is image send. It'd be the exact same as if you were going to send a PDF, a fax, a scanned image in to your email. Instead of putting your email address in, what you'll do is you will look under where it says address book on the left-hand side. You will see that there is an address for Remark, and this is for the hot folder. The hot folder is the one place where we keep all of the scanned images. It's a place that we all can go to grab the images that we need to process. So we're going to want to access that once we've scanned it in. So I printed these off. The students have taken the test. I put it into the MFP. I image sent each one individually. And because I went here and I have my key in, I don't need to scan the key in. If I were to have filled it out by hand, then yes, I would have needed to scan the key in as well. But because I did this step, there's no need for that. Now what I want to do is I want to click on process tests. I need to process those images. In the bottom left here, you'll see it says process images. I'm going to go grab those out of the hot folder. So if I click there, you'll notice that this is what I set up as essentially my hot folder, and we can change that later and start sending them to this place, but I'm going to skip that step because as we move forward, we might be changing that. What you're going to want to do is everything after where it says Remark Test Grading Edition, you want to highlight and delete. This will give you that option of the hot folder. We're looking for this hot folder right here. This is where everything that is scanned in will go. We'll double click it. And what I want to do now is scroll to the bottom. If you are well versed in MFP, you know that you can change the file name, and you can see that some people have done so. If not, what you can do if you're going to scan it in and you're going to use it right away, you can look for the date. I scanned this one in here, so this is the one that I want. I'll double click it and notice that it moved over here. So these are the images. This is the file that has all 4 tests in it, and I'm going to click read. So while we sit here, and it was that quickly, notice that they are all processed. Okay, that means that we're all graded and they're ready to go. It happens that quickly. Now what I can do is I can look at a snapshot. So I can click on here and it'll bring up a snapshot of what that student's exam actually looks like. The next column is their test grade as compared to my key, and the third column is the review. The review is very important because I can look at exceptions. So notice that 3 of the 4 students have no exceptions, but there is one with exceptions. The great thing about this program is I can click on exceptions and it will say, okay, look, one of my students gave me 2 answers. Well, if I look exactly at the test, I notice, yes, they gave me 2 answers, but they crossed one out. So what I'm going to want to do is go here, uncheck this answer, and I'm ready to go. Now when I go back, I noticed that the grade has changed. So now I can go back to review tests, process tests, and notice that that exception is gone and that grade has been changed.